I'm alive. Oh my gosh. It's been a while. It's been a long while, y'all. So much has happened. I have so much to tell you all. Today's been a good day. Also, I'm a little congested. So this video is about me surviving NOLA with $60, but also some other life updates. Life in LA currently, and that will include, like, I'm wondering if I should tell you about dating in LA again, or if I should just make a separate video. So NOLA, I just got back from an amazing trip in New Orleans. It was so dope. One of my last days there, my cousin got married. So it was so beautiful. It was amazing. Like, oh my goodness. So let me start from the beginning. All right. Let me start from the beginning. Before my cousin's wedding. I'll tell you before. So I got there on a Monday, right? My roommate, I have two roommates. One of my roommates, she also went to New Orleans on Monday too. Same day, same flight. Just so happened to get the same flight, right? Peep this. Didn't know I was going to get the same flight because I am on my friend's buddy pass, and on buddy pass, you're on standby. Didn't know. Also, I was flying with Spirit. I've never flew Spirit before, so I was scared. You heard me? I was scared. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen on Spirit, but I'm scared because I've heard some stories about Spirit, and I'm pretty sure you can YouTube it and someone's made a video about Spirit. So I didn't know what to expect and what to think. You know what I mean? So I was scared, but I got on. The flight went well. I ended up getting that flight even though I was on standby. Got to New Orleans. Hot as heck, y'all. I'm talking about hot as heck. So last year I was in New Orleans. It was November, and I went for what some people would call Thanksgiving, but I and many other people call Indigenous Day. So I went with my cousin who also lives in LA, and it was November, and I had brought like clothes for hot weather, and I was freezing. So let's just say that. So I'm thinking I'm going in October. It's about to be a little nip, but it wasn't. And I did check the weather. So I don't want to act like I didn't check the weather. I definitely checked the weather. But I was like, no, it's going to be good, blah, blah, blah. So I get there. It's hot. And if you know anything about NOLA, if you've ever been to NOLA, it's a very humid place, right? So the last time I lived in humid weather was like summers in New York and New York State, right? Because I'm not from New York City. And New York State are very humid. So, but I haven't lived in New York in like 4 years now. So I didn't know what to expect. But when that humidity hit you though, it be hitting you like, pow! And you'd be like glistening and you'd be kind of sticky. And I was like, wait. So basically the weather was papping, crack-a-lacking, you know what I mean? And then I only had $60, y'all. So I had made some money before I left, but I only had $60. I was going to get paid again while I was on the trip. I was like, I can survive on these $60. I can eat, I can travel, and I mean, transportation throughout the city, and I can do this. You know what I mean? And guess what I did? So let me tell you a little secret. If you ever go to New Orleans, right, anywhere, my roommate put me on to this app. It's called Transit, right? So this app is precise on transit. It's better than Google. It's even like tracks where you're at the moment to be like, oh, get off down, walk over there. And it'll lead you into the point until you get there, even if you have to get off transit and you have to walk. So she has this app. I have my Google. Google's acting a little weird though. Like, definitely got lost multiple times using Google. So yeah, but cool thing. $3 day pass. You can get on both the trolleys and the buses in New Orleans, right? So transportation, I'm set. And it's 24 hours. So When I say 24 hours, if you get on the bus right now, so right now in LA it's 3:38. If I bought a bus pass, an all-day bus pass right now, it would go until 3:38 p.m. tomorrow. A full 24 hours, right? So as long as I get on the bus before then, I'm good, the next day. At home, that's not the case. Like when they say day pass, it's just to the end of the day, even if you get it in the middle of the day, which doesn't make sense. But I'm just telling you this because NOLA that's the bang for your buck. You feel me? Ew. Also, how did I eat? Some people go to New Orleans for the food. Not gonna say that the food is not good. It's delicious. It's great. Cuisine. This is how you learn a place. But since this was like my third or fourth time in NOLA, I'm like, I can wait until my family gets here until I'll be starting to eat cuisine and I'll be paid by them too. So I'm like, whatever, dude. So I'm eating bananas, carrots, all of the produce, keeping myself hydrated, drinking coconut water, right? Because a lot of the times when you think that you're hungry, usually you're dehydrated. So stay hydrated. And this is for anybody who's traveling anywhere, honestly. Always stay hydrated. It's just good for you. Coconut water, I know it has electrolytes and all that stuff. So like it's a little bit better than like spring water because it keeps you like it's a better hydrating liquid basically, or alkaline water. Like basically the higher the pH is, the more electrolytes and the better it is for hydration, higher the pH is, and it's just overall better for your body. So like say for instance, one coconut water would be like maybe 3 bottles of water. That's how I feel when I drink it at least. So that produce, also before I left, I bought a few tickets to places that I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the New Orleans Art Museum, so I bought a ticket on Groupon, $8. Bam, discount. Didn't even have to worry about that. Other places I wanted to go, some of them were free. So we went to the museum, the botanical gardens I didn't get to go to, but that was super cheap too. I think it might have been free. It's a lot of things that you can do in New Orleans that does not cost a lot of money. Now, because it's such a touristy place, right, which breaks my heart, I understand that people have tourist economies, but sometimes places don't have to be tourist economies, but because of the way our government is set up, sometimes that becomes the case, So a lot of things, just like many other places, New Orleans is being gentrified, you know what I mean? And it's being gentrified for people who don't necessarily indulge in the local economy, which makes it harder for people who actually live there. So either way, I had a mission when I went on this trip. It wasn't just about eating. It wasn't just about seeing the, sightseeing. It was about actually going there, meeting, natives of New Orleans, and getting to know the city in a different way. Like I wanted to be there. Like if I lived there, what would be my daily life? Now, most people know that I don't have a car. I do live in LA without a car. It's possible. Stressful, yes. But I don't think it's very sustainable for me to be in a car all day. People spend a lot of time in their car. I don't feel like that's a very healthy thing for me. For many people, but people will choose what they want to do with their life. So I have not chose to have a car for that reason. Also, pollution, all kinds of things, right? Money that I don't have to be trying to pay for no car. That also. It's a number of things that I don't have a car for. But NOLA is a lot smaller than LA. LA is freaking huge, okay? It's huge. New Orleans is more of a medium-sized cities. I personally prefer medium-sized cities, okay? That's the type of girl I am. Like me a good Buffalo, like me a good Oakland, New Orleans, all of that. Those are the places that I like because they're medium-sized, they're accessible, they're sustainable, and they're easy to get through, So we kind of went on the off season, which is good because I don't really like tourists that much. And I might be the only person that says this to you, but I don't like bourbon. I don't like bourbon straight. And I don't for a number of reasons. And you'll have to go there to figure out maybe why I don't. But I got my reasons why I don't like Bourbon Street. And I'd rather just not do it. It's just too much. Too many people, smells, all kinds of things. It's just extra. And I don't feel like it's the real New Orleans. So I don't want to be there because I don't feel like this is just one part of New Orleans. It's always been a touristy part. I don't want to indulge in that personally because that's not how I like to get to know cities. So, and that's the same reason why I'll never go on a cruise again, because it's just too touristy. It's too like, they don't want you to actually get to know the city, because basically on a cruise, they'd be like, yo, you get off the boat, you better be back at 5 p.m. or we leaving you. That's it. And then they have these stations already pre-set up for you, but you can't actually see the places you're going to travel. Nah, I'm not with it. That's how I feel about Bourbon too. Of course, I ended up spending more time than I wanted to on Bourbon because my family eventually came. But $60, I survived for 4 days in New Orleans. And that was with no Ubers. That was trolley bus and walking. Now, have a good pair of shoes if you plan on walking throughout New Orleans, okay? The streets okay. So it is a very lived-in city, and a lot of it is historical. So some of the streets, a little lumpy, a little lumpy. So just prepare yourself and have a good pair of walking shoes. I was almost there with my walking shoes, but not like 100% there. So I definitely could have done better. Need some water, y'all. I'm dehydrated. I could have done better with my walking shoes, but it was cool, the walking shoes that I did have. Anything else about New Orleans? Oh, so my family eventually came. That was dope. Hadn't seen them since. I haven't seen my family. Oh, you know what? Technically, I hadn't seen my family since December, like all of my family. I had seen my mom when I left in March, because I was there in March for some time. Well, I was there from the beginning of the year till March because of family stuff and whatever the case may be. So I had seen my mom, but I hadn't seen like my cousins and my mom's sisters and my grandma. I hadn't seen all of my family like that, So that was really dope. Every family has like the little bickers every now and then, but I felt like it was such a pleasant trip, and I could just see everyone's maturity and their growth in life. And I felt like for the first time, like, not only did I feel like people were meeting me where I was at, but I was meeting them where they were at. And it was just very pleasant, and it was great, and it was awesome. And then to speak of the grand wedding that my cousin had, first of all, it was amazing. It was just like the perfect amount of just like all of the great hood music I love, but with so much elegance. And my cousin, he married this wonderful woman. Her dress was beautiful. And if you've never been to New Orleans, it's something they have. They love to have parades if you've never been to New Orleans. They love a good parade, you know what I mean? They love to have a good old party and have a good old time. And so there's something called the second line, and second lines are usually where you have the band come in with the trumpets and the drums, and you have like a mini parade basically. And the second line they had was to celebrate their new life together. And it was immediately after the wedding. It was so beautiful. The music was just like, everybody was in the streets. So basically you walk the streets, you walk around. We were in the French Quarter. So we had these you should have like a handkerchief or something, and you're meant to wave it, and they have the band, and you walk through, and like people from, the streets, they see you. Sometimes people want to join it, but people stand on the sidelines and they celebrate this new coming. And so that was really awesome. That afterwards, of course, everybody went out. That was really great. But the first 4 days I was there, I survived off of $60. That's with transit, food, and activities. And I was really proud of myself, to know that it's possible. Now, some people, I can't say, sometimes I'm a little bougie. Sorry, y'all, I'm fixing my chair. Sometimes I'm a little bougie, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, anybody that know me know I can be bougetto sometimes. I have a little dog friend here. Dog friend. They can just lay it down. So sometimes I babysit dogs, and I got a little dog friend here, so I just need to be checking up on him sometimes. I don't know what he's doing. He a puppy. So what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, sometimes I'm a little bougetto. And I'll be like, Uber here, Uber everywhere, Uber everywhere, Lyft where, Lyft there, over here. And I'll be being bougie. You know what I mean? But I didn't have a space to be bougie this time. And I lived. Okay, honey. My feet was hurting. Definitely was hurting. I was sweaty. But I had a good time. I had a real good time. For the first 4 days off of $60. Woo! That was a serious sneeze. But this is live, and I mean, I don't plan on editing that out. So I did that. More life updates. If you want to hear some more life updates. So while I was there, I interviewed for this new job because, you know, I'm just trying to live my life as aligned as possible. My career needs to be aligned. My relationships need to be aligned. Everything needs to be aligned to me. And I need to be aligned with them. And I was not aligned with this last job that I have for many reasons, and I won't get into it. But while I was there, I had another interview, a Skype interview. I really liked the people I was talking to. I like the type of work. It's going to be flexible. It's giving me more time to work on my personal like business and like, because eventually my goal at the end of the year, I don't know about y'all, but I know about me. My goal at the end of the year is to be working for myself. Maybe not the end of the year, that's too much. My goal is to kickstart working for myself. I just came from this really dope meeting, some great people here in LA who are doing community work, and really excited about partnering and collaborating with people who are doing community work here in LA because that's what I love to do. If you don't know what I do, I am a restorative justice coach. I will continue to be a restorative justice coach. I'm also an empath, which is dangerous sometimes, but also a great thing when it comes to just loving people. But hold on, I'm gonna text this person while I'm talking to y'all because it's an important text. Y'all important too. So yeah, that's my goal, to start that this year and continue it throughout the year, building as many relationships as possible. Also in New Orleans, I was able to network with so many people from the community and people who were there at this, like a number of conferences there. Basically everybody I met in New Orleans was like, when is you moving here? Because you need to move here. And I was like, I'll be here soon, boo-boo. Anybody who know me know I'm going to be here soon because I don't play when I say that I'm going to do something and I'm going to be there. So that was really dope. I just been networking. I've been trying to meet as many people as possible, build as many relationships as possible because, okay, like networking sometimes seems and can be like, oh, I'm trying to get what I can get from these people, but I'm more of a relationship builder than I am a networker, you know? And then some people do see networking as a relationship building, but I enjoy getting to know people and build like sustainable relationships with them, not just for the sake of like what they can do for me, you know, but also for the sake of being in a relationship with people and being able to build with people. That is important to me. So been doing that here in LA. Got on a new dating website. I don't know if y'all have heard of this one, Hinge. I think I'm just gonna make a second video about that one because I already did like a dating in LA. So then I'll do like a dating in LA too. And I know I've been telling you I'm gonna do that for a while. So maybe I should just do it now. No, because I just okay, well I got in this new dating. I'm gonna do it now. Just a little sneak tip. A little bit. Hinge is a dating app that my bestie put me onto. She just moved to Chicago. She was like, you should get on Hinge. Like, I've already got 2 dates and I just moved here. And I'm like, what? So I got on Hinge. Okay, few creepers have come my way. I'm not gonna lie. That's for another video. Few creepers have come my way. And I said, shoo, creepers, shoo, shoo. I don't want you in my life. So I got them out of the way, and currently I've been talking to this one guy for like 3 weeks. Only thing, I don't enjoy or like when people want to be texting me all day but haven't met me yet. Like at this point, we've been talking for 3 weeks. You've got a feel of who I am. You should know by now whether you want to hang out with me. Make that decision. And then let's plan something. I'm not looking for a pen pal, okay? And so that's important to me. So that's a little update on the dating part. I'll make a whole new video for that. And then as far as, what's the other thing that I was gonna tell y'all? I don't remember really. But I was gonna tell y'all one other thing. LA is interesting, and that's really all I have to say. But I'm just trying to really have a good time here, enjoy myself, enjoy the people that I'm meeting, enjoy the things that I'm doing, and use my energy intentionally and wisely. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I can't believe I forgot the one thing that I was going to tell y'all. It was one more thing I was going to tell y'all. I was like, job update, dating update. That's all I can think of right now. Maybe the universe is like, that ain't everybody's business, girl, so you don't need to be telling them that. And that probably is true because I'm an overshare. Hi. My name is DeBerry Flair, and I'm an overshare. Oh, podcast update. How am I gonna forget about the podcast update, y'all? How y'all gonna let me forget about the podcast update? Update. This Sunday, SoundCloud update. Now this Sunday, new episode of The Blacker the Berry. Check it out. I will put the link below. You also need to subscribe because, you know, my subscribers have been like stagnant for a while. So this Sunday, new episode of The Blacker the Berry, focusing on mental illness, and yeah. I will be making more episodes, but check out this Sunday. It's going to be really good. It's going to be a great one. Community activists, community and mental health advocate. One of my really good friends that I've recently met this year. Good people though. Because you know what I'm all about. I'm all about storytelling, and I'm all about healing. And I'm all about healing through storytelling. You know what I mean? Because that's why I started this page. That's why I started my podcast. That's the kind of work I do, and the kind of work I love. You know what I mean? So, yeah, thanks for looking up. Those are my updates. And my updates about NOLA, and my updates about my life in LA. So, I'm sending love. Also, I did like this thing today where I wore like one earring, y'all, because I was like, I want to try something different. But look at one of my friends hold on, I need to get closer. One of my friends, you see, that's like a Black Power fist, and then that's the RBG flag, the black flag, the African American flag, whatever you want to call black people. One of my friends that I met at my now job, who will continue to be my friend, she got me these earrings, and I was like, you know me too well, girl.